What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Domuto. We're back with another video. Today, we are watching Saiyan. What if Goku had Frieza's potential? Full story. Alright, so, I was just, looking for another what if to watch, and I was like, let me try this guy's channel. Saiyan's channel. I think I watched a couple of videos before. Not on this channel, but like on my own and shit. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out, man, and let me know you want me some other what ifs you want me to check out. Some more Smug Stick, Major Dragon, Charlotte Sand, whoever got a what if. Let me know. And let's get into it.
Two. Anyways, let's begin. This is based on Goku's potential alone, not his raw power from the get-go. So, on planet Vegeta, he still looks like a normal low-class Saiyan. Not like Broly with fluctuations in power, or Vegeta who has decently high power from birth. No, he's just gonna look pretty average. Sure, he might look a little bit stronger than normal, but no one's gonna really get to see it. So, nothing changes about him being sent off to Earth or whatever. But pretty much everything that does follow changes. I feel like one potential issue with this scenario is the fact that Goku does turn into a Great Ape at some point, and realistically, if he had a really high potential, him as a Great Ape would be incredibly powerful and would pretty much destroy everything. Remember what I said, having fun with the scenario, so we can't just end it there. By some miracle, he stopped. Grandpa Gohan sadly dies, but Earth is intact, which is really all we could ask for right now. As Goku continues growing, living in the woods on his own, he's inadvertently training, growing a lot stronger.
Right.
He doesn't even know his own potential. Of course, he doesn't know he's a Saiyan, but he doesn't know his own potential either. He has immense amounts of power within him. And as you'd probably expect, a lot of the early parts of Dragon Ball won't be too tough for him. Of course, he is going to have a very different mindset growing up, though. So, let's say he ends up with Roshi eventually. Training with him and Krillin, going into a tournament, and even if he faces threats beforehand like the Pilaf gang or the Red Ribbon Army, they're obviously going to be no issue to him. But the tournaments are where we start to see some real change. Goku would definitely win these tournaments. Jackie Chun wouldn't even be able to stop him. Roshi's amazed at Goku's power. He knew he was a prodigy and all, after seeing him perform the Kamehameha so easily. But Goku's just growing so quickly, he can't even keep up with it. And that's where his different mindset comes in. He beats Jackie Chun, and this doesn't make him evil or anything, but he loses an important lesson. He basically thinks he's unstoppable. And in his defense, he basically is unstoppable right now. But without gaining that valuable lesson that he gained in the main story,
That's a different.
it's definitely going to affect his actions.
That can affect the whole story right there.
Roshi only hopes that this could be taught somehow. Goku's just growing too strong, which is great, but also, he doesn't want it to corrupt him. Goku is thankfully pure of heart, and that's really all that matters to Roshi. As long as he keeps his pureness, and nothing overtakes it, it shouldn't be too big of a concern, right? We fast forward to the 22nd World Tournament. It's a pretty similar story here. Goku wins against Tenshinhan pretty easily, in fact. As he continues training, his power soars even higher than he can even imagine or really fathom. 10 would be no issue for him. But he is going to face his first struggle in a while. Not a struggle in battle, but a mental struggle. The Pilaf gang was lucky enough to survive their first encounter with Goku, meaning King Piccolo eventually is revived. Of course, this leads to Krillin's death, and Goku feels a rage like he's never felt before. He's never encountered something like this. He's lived a pretty good life so far. Of course, he doesn't really know his origin, but everything in his life has been awesome. He's made great friends along the way, he's grown a lot stronger, and he's never faced any real challenge, but now he's confronting death. It's not something he's unfamiliar with. I mean, look at the Red Ribbon arc, too. But this is the death of someone close to him, Krillin, his best friend. It's such a shock to him. It's so jarring. He realizes he may be infallible, but everyone around him, they're not. Even with his amazing strength, something that he's recognized by now. That doesn't mean that everyone else is automatically protected. And something snaps within Goku. He feels this rage for the first time ever, and it's overpowering. Whoever did this, he can't let them get away with it. He failed to protect
won't let him get away.
It means Krillin is gone. Goku partially feels guilt for not being able to protect him, but is mainly focused on the fact that Krillin is actually dead in general. It shakes him to his core, and the anger explodes. He morphs into something different. His aura, it flares up. A golden key surrounds him.
Oh, hell no.
Well, he can't really see it.
Dragon Ball Goku
Transformations as well.
turning Super Saiyan is crazy.
Turns golden. It spikes up. His eyes change color. As he transforms, the building he's in collapses. With this power overflowing, he lets his anger control him. He doesn't know what this is, but he doesn't question it. He'll use it to defeat whoever killed Krillin. Unknowingly, he's transformed into a Super Saiyan. Utilizing this newfound power, on top of the power that he already possessed, Goku moves quickly. He calls for Nimbus, but for some reason he can't ride it. It's only making him even more frustrated. He charges up even more energy and begins levitating. The raw amount of power he has, he could fly. Instinctively, he heads out, seeking out anyone that he could find, that monster that killed Krillin. He finds Tambourine. With one attack, he's killed. Goku makes quick work, flying around, finding the rest of Piccolo's kids, killing them too. Nobody knows what's happened. Of course, Goku stops a lot of the attacks before they even occur. But they see some sort of golden energy flying around, and they hear all these explosions. Roshi's worried. At some point, they learn of Krillin's death. And that golden thing in the sky, it flies towards them. It's Goku. He's undergone some sort of transformation. They could barely recognize him. What the hell happened? Goku says he doesn't know either, but whoever's responsible for this, they're going to pay. All of them. Roshi tells Goku to wait, but Goku looks back at him. The stare that he gives Roshi shakes him. This isn't the Goku he knows. This is what he was worried about. This raw power, it's gonna overtake him. It's gonna go to his head, especially whatever this new transformation is. Goku's about to fly out again, but someone teleports in. Goku immediately tries to attack him. He looks like those other people that he just killed. But luckily this person's able to teleport out of the way in the nick of time. He tells Goku to just wait. He isn't who he thinks he is. It's Kami. He watched this from his lookout, and he can't just stand by. The situation is far too dire for that. If he does nothing, Goku will probably go out of control, destroying Earth. And Kami tries to explain as quickly as possible. This is King Piccolo's doing. And he explains who he is, too. That's all Goku needed to know. He flies out again, locating King Piccolo. And Kami tries to teleport to wherever he is. He needs to stop Goku before things get out of hand. Goku arrives, finding King Piccolo himself. And King Piccolo's speechless. He doesn't know who this is. And more importantly, he doesn't know if this is an opponent he could face at all. Kami then teleports in. And on a whim, he tries to use his power to seal King Piccolo away. He can't let Goku kill him. If Goku kills Piccolo, then he dies too.
True.
And without Kami's guidance, Goku will surely never gain control. It leaves him exhausted, but he's successful. Kami's able to seal King Piccolo away, and Goku watches on confused. He's even more frustrated. He wanted to kill King Piccolo for what he did. But Kami tries to explain more. He's here to help Goku. He promises. This rage, it's too violent. It needs to be stopped. He's not a threat, but he can tell that Goku's power might be a threat. Goku might bring about his own destruction if he doesn't learn to contain this power. And that's what Kami's here for. Sure, he doesn't actually know what this power is, but he can at least infer that it's pretty destructive. Thankfully, Goku ends up de-transforming. He calms down a bit. He doesn't know what that power was either. And he asks Kami, if he's the creator of the Dragon Balls and King Piccolo is already collecting them, can he at least go summon Shenron? He wants to bring his friend back. And Kami is actually pretty speechless at this. Yeah, he's perfectly fine with that. Goku's completely changed his demeanor. That power definitely was controlling him. He's seeing the true Goku now. He's so much calmer. And whatever that power was, it's gone.
The story hella different.
Temporarily. The Dragon Balls are gathered, and Shenron is summoned, reviving Krillin. King Piccolo and his sons were stopped. But now, Goku faces a new challenge. It's something that's always been present in Goku's life, but Goku never realized that it could be bad. The fact that he doesn't know his own ceiling, his potential. He doesn't know how to control his power. He has so much of it. And now he's reached a new height. They have no idea of what it is. But Kami is determined. He's gonna help Goku. This is the next step in his training. Come to the lookout. He has the perfect place for Goku to go. Goku's getting more concerned too. He doesn't know what that power was and he doesn't really want it to take over him again. But Kami tells him not to worry. He sees Goku's calm side. Goku was just acting in the moment. In a more controlled environment, while also knowing about the power, Goku should theoretically be able to have better control in it. And Kami has the perfect place for it. The Room of Spirit and Time. Of course, it's pretty intense, but he thinks that Goku will be able to handle it. It's a secluded room, and Goku can just stay alone with his thoughts, growing stronger by training in there, and also, hopefully harnessing that power that he has. Goku's kind of nervous at first, but he enters the Room of Spirit and Time, and he's actually kind of able to handle it. Sure, it's still very strenuous, but he could actually stay in here. And he's going to keep what Kami said in mind. He's going to learn to control this power. Not just for himself, but everyone else. He doesn't want to put them at risk because he's too strong. Plus, with this power, he can protect those around him. He recognizes his immense potential. And as I mentioned, he's growing up with a much different mindset than he had in the normal story.
Right.
And this is where we truly get to see it. Goku spends a year in the Room of Spirit and Time, training, growing stronger, not only physically, but mentally too. By trying to tap into the same emotions that he felt when Krillin died, he's able to access this power again. He doesn't know what it is, but he just refers to it as Super Goku, because he has no other real name for it.
Super Goku.
The power is awesome. The more he uses it, the better he learns to control it. And the more he trains with it, the stronger he grows. It's exponential. Think of it. He has Frieza potential here. That's the whole plot of the
Yeah.
story. Plus, he already has Super Saiyan. Plus, he's training in the Room of Spirit and Time. Intense training for a long amount of time, plus the power of Super Saiyan, that's an equation that's definitely going to lead to a lot of power. Goku enters the Room of Spirit and Time. In this scenario, too, he's going to keep his tail. Kami sees no reason to remove it because he's more so focused on controlling that other power that Goku had. Honestly, he doesn't even know if he's going to be physically strong enough to remove Goku's tail. But that's besides the point. For now, he's glad to see that Goku can control his power. Not to mention, too, Goku's older. Not just in terms of his actual age, but he looks older, too. He was in the Room of Spirit and Time for a year. And it seems he already went through a growth spurt, but he's still going to spend some more time training with Kami. Maybe even some more time in the Room of Spirit and Time. I said time so much within the past few seconds. Anyways, Goku continues his training, focusing more on the mental aspects than the physical ones. Now he's training more with Kami. His mentality is just as important as his physical strength. And that's mostly what they focus on. There's not too much in terms of technique that Kami can teach him. Maybe the Mafuba, but everything else, Goku's just so strong that he doesn't really need anything from Kami. Their time would be better spent on this, fortifying his mind and spirit. Goku also learns to use this power much more effectively. At first, it was a bit draining, which is why he de-transformed the first time. It was the first time he's really felt his stamina drained at all, at least to a severe extent. But now, he can utilize this form with 100% efficiency. He's so incredibly powerful.
That nigga mastered Super Saiyan before Dragon Ball Z, nigga. That nigga powerful.
This power's not going to be used for evil. The 23rd World Tournament happens, and of course, Goku wins with pretty much no challenge at all. There's no Piccolo there, and pretty much anyone else won't be able to face him. And now we enter a little bit of a time skip. Goku gets married to Chi-Chi, but also doesn't lose sight of his training. That experience with
Raditz getting the one punch, nigga.
He doesn't want to lose control ever again. It serves as motivation. Motivation for him to train his mind and body. But also, he wants to grow stronger in general. So yeah, of course he's going to keep training. One big change here is that once Gohan is born, he's going to be way stronger than normal. Also with way more potential than normal.
Yeah.
He inherits some of Goku's insane latent power. Plus with him being a hybrid and all, well, you can imagine that his potential is going to be basically on crack here. Once again, just like with Goku, they're in the midst of a potentially really powerful warrior without even knowing it. And soon enough, Raditz shows up, ready to retrieve Kakarot. But there's no real challenge this time. The second Raditz tries to kidnap Gohan, Gohan fights back. Rage overpowers him, and Gohan's power explodes. Raditz's scouter goes off, exploding in his face. It can't even read Gohan's power. With one single attack, Gohan headbutts Raditz, flinging him far away into the ocean as Gohan jumps up in the air, instinctively launching a blast at him. Everyone at Kame House watches on from the distance.
Nigga be shocked.
Seeing a massive mushroom cloud, with Gohan then flying back to the island. Yeah, flying. And Goku watches on just as speechless as everyone else. Oh crap, this never even crossed his mind. The same issues that he had as a kid. Gohan's gonna have them, and probably even more. Also, a 4-year-old just killed a random alien from space. He's probably gonna have some issues growing up. Everyone here is gonna need therapy. Jokes aside though, Goku realizes now what he must do. He needs to give that same sort of training to Gohan. He's seen bits of Gohan's power, but never to this extent, and it worries him. He sees himself in Gohan, which is good, but also bad.
Oh man, that's your son.
As long as they can get to the root of it before it's too late, they should be fine. But remember, Gohan's potential might even be higher than Goku's. And that's what worries him. What if he gets too strong? Too strong to the point where even Goku can't do anything about it? Well, they doubt they'll ever get to that point. Goku is so incredibly powerful too that, yeah, even Gohan might not be able to face him. But that also begs the question. They didn't even really get to get any info out of Raditz, so what's happening next? Raditz threatened them and was immediately killed. Little did they know, the Saiyans are about to arrive. Of course, this doesn't really concern anyone else. With Goku there, they're not going to face any threats. So, for the next year until the Saiyans arrive, Goku's going to start training Gohan, unaware of a threat even approaching. Goku's now a little bit concerned about Gohan. If he has the same potential as him, if not more, that's going to make things really tricky going forward, especially if Gohan doesn't control his power. Thankfully, he has the perfect person to train with, Goku himself. Someone who faced a similar problem before and got over it. Now, Gohan's not going to be getting Super Saiyan anytime soon unless he goes through some traumatic event like Goku did. But his base power alone is still concerning. Not for Goku, but for everyone else around him. Imagine if Gohan were to lose control again like that. Do you see how he instinctively killed Raditz right there? It could definitely cause some issues. So, Goku starts training with him, trying to control that anger, but more so trying to just get Gohan to become a fighter in general. Chi-Chi's actually fine with this because she's just as concerned too. If Gohan's going to be focusing on studying at all, he's going to need to get over this first. Right now, Goku and Roshi are basically teaching him the principles of fighting. First, he needs to learn to control his ki, at the very least. and then
Gohan
he
never got
still
trained by
managed to
Roshi.
fight somewhat effectively.
That's crazy.
Of course, he's
I
still
never
a kid, so they don't
think about that.
fight.
Think about that. Yeah, think about that. Nobody, you ain't think about that. Gohan never got trained by Roshi. Not like one lesson. That's not weird. Like Dragon Ball Z never had like a moment. That's crazy.
But they still can teach him the fundamentals at the very least.
I mean, I guess you didn't need to
Goku,
since you had
the
Piccolo,
Saiyans
but
are
still,
gonna be
nigga.
Of course, they didn't hear any mention of the Dragon Balls. That's not why they're coming. They're coming because Goku killed Raditz so easily. Or at least that's what they assume. They don't know that it was actually Gohan's fault. And it wasn't even purposeful, it was just on accident. Still warranted, though, at least. A year passes. Gohan is becoming much better as a fighter, and he's kind of learning to control his strength. The only bad thing is Goku and Gohan can't really train with anyone else. They just have to train with each other because they're so far beyond everyone else that training with them wouldn't be too effective. But they sense some strong powers coming towards Earth. Kami warns them of it too, and Goku's a little bit excited about this actually. Finally, some strong fighters. Well, he hopes so. Apparently, they might be related to Raditz somehow. Maybe they're more Saiyans. And that's exactly what they are. They arrive on Earth, but just before they're about to level a city, Goku and Gohan arrive. And Vegeta and Nappa are amazed. They got here so quickly. Okay, that's not really that weird. Maybe they were just nearby. But they also noticed their scouters. For a second, there was a power surge. First they detected nothing, and then the scouters started going haywire. They couldn't even get a proper reading on the power level. Goku tells them if they're going to do this, they're going to have to do it somewhere else. So Vegeta and Nappa oblige. A little bit amused that Kakarot thinks he can command them, but hey, whatever. They'll give him some choice of where he gets to die. So they asked him, what happened with Raditz? Oh, Goku actually wasn't the one to kill him. He points to Gohan. Wait, the child did? He's part Saiyan, so yeah, that probably explains it. He's a hybrid Saiyan. He must be really strong. But it's way more than Vegeta or Nappa could ever imagine. Hybrid Saiyan or not, the fact that he killed Raditz pretty much effortlessly and on accident, that may be cause for concern. And he doesn't have that power under control, it seems. Nope, Goku says he actually does have it under control now. They spent the past year training. They didn't actually know the two Saiyans would come here, but this is the perfect time to test out their strength. And Goku's really curious to see how strong these two are. He tells them, fight him right now. Hold nothing back.
Oh,
He wants
shit.
to see all the power that they've got. They ask him if he's really sure, and Goku nods. Well, he asked for it. Don't say they didn't warn him. The two of them power up to their fullest, and Goku's a bit confused. Is that all they have? They're not holding back,
That's it?
are they? And Vegeta's a bit angry at this. Is he mocking them? No, Goku actually did expect more power, but Vegeta tells him, this is strong. This is the strength of an elite warrior. Nappa is strong, but not on the level of Vegeta. Although the fact that Kakarot's even underwhelmed by Nappa is still pretty interesting. He's a low-class Saiyan. He should be way below the two of them. The two are frustrated and immediately launch towards Goku. And Goku fights with no effort at all. He doesn't even power up. Actually, he tries fighting with one hand, and he's able to do it. And then one finger. How much power does Kakarot have in reserve? This can't be some sort of trick, can it? And that's why Goku's disappointed. He expected more out of them. And they're confused. Is Kakarot a Super Saiyan or something? Wait, a Super Saiyan? What's that? No, there's no way he'd be a Super Saiyan. He's too stupid to even know what it is. But then Goku feels like he knows what he's talking about. Wait, a Super Saiyan? Is that a transformation or something? Vegeta and Nappa don't know how to react to this. They thought it was just a state.
That nigga Vegeta probably
Maybe
jump
it's
off a
transformation.
cliff.
They don't know for sure.
That nigga about to
Goku
jump off
actually
a
asked
cliff when he
them
see this
He
shit.
transformed into Super Saiyan. He still doesn't know what this is and asked them, is this what a Super Saiyan is? He's had it for a while and he never actually knew what to call it. He just called it Super Goku.
That nigga Vegeta dropped down to his
Vegeta
knees.
and
He,
Nappa
Vegeta started acting like off the Broly movie, the original one.
That has to be a Super Saiyan. Like, what else could that be? And that explains why Kakarot's so strong. Well, not fully, because he was still strong in base. But they don't know. They attribute that to the Super Saiyan part of him. But why is Gohan so strong then? Does he have Super Saiyan? Goku powers back down. No, he's just a normal kid. Well, as normal as a half-alien kid could be. And Vegeta theorizes, maybe because he's the son of a Super Saiyan. But Goku says he didn't always have Super Saiyan. Yeah, he's had it for a while, but he never had it at birth. Vegeta and Nappa are completely confused, but they want to learn more about this, and more importantly, they want to use this power. Hopefully it'll be used to defeat Frieza. And Goku tells him too, his power can go higher, not just in base, but in Super Saiyan. He was still a little bit suppressed, he just wanted to show them to ask the question. But Frieza, he's never heard that name before. He asked them who that is, and Vegeta and Nappa begin explaining. That's why they came here in the first place. Oh well, it's a shame that Raditz died, But Goku thinks he kind of deserves it because he did try to kidnap Gohan. So what Gohan did was kind of warranted even if it was on accident.
True.
And Goku's not too fond of these two either. How should he know that he could trust them? Well, they say Frieza poses no immediate threat to Earth, but he's still out there somewhere, and if Goku wants a good fight, which is what he keeps saying, Frieza might be the perfect opponent. They wanted him to fight Frieza in the first place. And Goku's curious, is Frieza really that strong? Vegeta says he has no clue of what Frieza's strength is. But hey, best case scenario, they get to kill Frieza using Goku's power. And Goku might be able to get a good fight out of it. They're not too sure and they can't promise anything, but they tell Goku. At worst, he'd be doing the universe a big favor if he truly is stronger than Frieza. But at best, he gets a good fight out of it. Although there is the risk that Frieza's too strong for him. They don't know where his power can go to. But that same idea applies to Goku. They don't know how high his power goes either. So they ask Goku, show his full power. Alright, Goku obliges. He transforms into a Super Saiyan, powering up to his max. They tell him to do it slowly because if he powers up too quickly, their scouters are probably going to overload. And they watch as the numbers slowly rise, quickly going out of the thousands to the 100,000 range, and then into the millions. And as Goku continues powering up, suddenly the scouters explode. There's no way. His power, it's in the millions, probably even above that. Oh cool, Goku didn't know there was a way to quantify strength like that with the power. And he asks, is that good? Well, yeah, in comparison to them, that's huge. They tell him for reference, Raditz was decently strong, at least compared to everyone here on Earth, and he wasn't even at 2,000 in terms of power. This gives Goku some idea of where he is, at least in comparison to the rest of the humans. They're probably in the couple hundreds, while he's in the couple millions, or maybe tens of millions, or maybe hundreds of millions, he doesn't even know.
True.
Because they don't have any scouters anymore. But this also did send a signal to Frieza. With this huge power surging somewhere random in the universe, of course Frieza's army would pick up on it. It was so strong that it would be weird if they didn't pick up on it. Frieza's immediately alerted, and wonders, what could this possibly be? Apparently this is an area where Vegeta and Nappa are right now because the signals did come from their scouters too, but also the power reached Frieza's base. It was so strong that it traveled all the way across the universe.
Damn.
And Frieza has no other choice. He's gonna mobilize his troops, going to Earth. He wants to see what this power
fuck.
Those readings that they got on all their scouters.
Frieza going to Earth.
The last reading on Vegeta and Nappa scouters were in the tens of millions. And Frieza wants to see if that's true because if so, this could be someone that matches his strength. Which he kind of doubts, maybe it's a fluke. But hey, he'll also figure out what Vegeta and Nappa are up to because they went here for some reason and he doesn't know why. In the meantime, Vegeta and Nappa remain on Earth, trying to learn more about Super Saiyan and just Kakarot in general. Why is he so freakishly strong? Because even in base he was like this. And Goku says even before he got Super Saiyan, his strength was off the charts. They have no idea what this is. Super Saiyan doesn't seem to be something that's genetic. It might just be a transformation akin to something like Great Ape, because Goku did have Great Ape as well.
Right.
Which doesn't really mean much, but it just tells them. The power might not be attributed to this transformation. And Goku also learns that his tail was the key to Great Ape. Interesting, he'll keep that in mind. He kinda knew before when his tail was removed that first time, and eventually regrew back. But who knows, maybe in the future he'll revisit Great Ape for some reason. With this training, Vegeta and Nappa don't really get to learn much. It's not like they just learned Super Saiyan that quickly. The whole point is Goku's potential is so huge that he was able to access it in that moment of rage, while also being freakishly strong beforehand. And again, Goku's not really too fond of these guys.
He felt the tingling on his back, you know what I'm saying?
So he's not just gonna leave Earth and fight.
That nigga Kaba for that nigga
But he's fine trying to
Khalifa
teach
for
them
real.
whatever this is because he doesn't think that they can defeat him somehow. So if he taught them this power, which might not even be possible, Goku would still probably be ahead of them in terms of strength. But thankfully for Vegeta and Nappa, they're not gonna have to drag Goku to fight Frieza because Frieza's coming to them. Goku senses one day there's a very strong power heading towards Earth. Vegeta and Nappa are confused. Oh yeah, they forgot he could sense stuff without scouters. That must be Frieza. There's no other way around it. From what Goku's saying, it's malicious power, and it's strong, but not as strong as him. That gives them hope. That definitely means it's Frieza approaching, and it means that Goku might be enough to defeat him.
Might be.
And Frieza's also bringing an army with him. Well, Vegeta and Nappa say that's no issue. They'll take care of the army, and tell Goku to only focus on Frieza. He can't draw his attention away from the Emperor. Vegeta and Nappa become Earth's first line of defense. And they're not doing it to protect Earth, more so to just have fun.
Well, Vegeta,
Frieza's army. And as the army
Vegeta gonna be weaker because he didn't fight Goku.
To a wasteland. As Vegeta and Nappa begin fighting them, going all out, glad to just be using the army as punching bags, basically. And meanwhile, Frieza goes up to Goku himself, also seeing Gohan. Interesting. There was another Saiyan that he didn't know about, and apparently he has a brat. He chuckles. So this is why Vegeta and Nappa came here. They thought they were going to recruit another Saiyan to help defeat his army. Well, his soldiers might be weaklings, and that explains why Vegeta and Nappa are able to defeat them. But even with Goku's help, there's no way they would have defeated Frieza. Did they really think this would work? And Goku says he only learned of Frieza a few weeks ago, not even. He doesn't care about him or whatever, but he heard that he might be strong, and might lead to a good fight. These apes, they're so primitive, only thinking about fighting and such. And Goku tells Frieza he's been looking for an opponent like this, and he tells Frieza to hold nothing back. Is he being mocked right now? Hold nothing back. If he didn't hold back, everything here would be destroyed. And Goku tells him he's confident he can take on Frieza at whatever his full power is. Really though, he really wants to test that out. Well, okay. Frieza powers up, going to his 100% power. And Goku's actually pretty elated. Still though, this isn't as strong as he expected. Vegeta and Nappa promised a great fight. And maybe this is the closest he can get to that.
True.
Goku starts fighting Frieza pretty effortlessly, in fact. But as Frieza's getting more and more serious, Goku's getting hyped up too. He's still only in base, not even using Super Saiyan, but he's actually having to try against Frieza.
Goku that strong?
And he wonders, maybe Gohan could fight him. What? Is he serious? That brat? That child? He thinks that he could fight Frieza? Frieza's really pissed off now. Even more so at the fact that he can't even kill Goku. Nothing that he tries is working. And he can tell this ape might actually be a problem. Goku even hinted at something during the fight, the fact that he has another transformation. Wait a second, could he be a Super Saiyan? He doesn't want to test out the theory. So instead, Frieza's gonna end this quickly. He goes up into the sky.
Death ball.
Charging an attack. Goku waits there, hoping that Frieza's gonna aim something powerful at him. But as Frieza charges the attack, he changes direction. He aims a full-powered blast down towards Earth. Ready to end this on the spot. But before this blast could even hit Earth, Goku's about to jump in front of it, but someone else is faster and gets in front of Goku. It's Gohan. And for a brief second, Gohan powers up. In defense of Earth, he tries to knock the blast back. And something strange happens. His hair.
Oh, shit.
His ki flares up, and Goku looks on amazed. He did it already?
Why his hair like that?
Goku went into Super Saiyan, launching a massive blast that not only destroys Frieza's attack, but also launches right towards Frieza, killing him. And just as quickly as the transformation appeared, it disappears. Gohan powers back down into base. Goku's impressed, and he's pretty proud of his son, but also at the same time he's concerned. This is just like Raditz. It's kind of funny when you think about it like that, but not as funny when you consider the fact that he's a Super Saiyan and can possibly destroy everything if he loses control like that again. And Goku's also kind of bummed. He expected more of a fight out of Frieza. His base form was enough to match his 100%.
Well, shit, your next opponent gonna be pretty strong.
Easy. But was that the strongest person in the universe that Vegeta and Nappa were talking about? And it lets Goku recognize a few things. For one, he needs to work with Gohan more. But also, Goku might actually be the strongest thing in the universe.
Yeah.
At least in terms of the people that they know of.
Yeah.
If that was the strongest possible opponent he could face, how is he supposed to train? How is he supposed to get stronger if he has no one else to motivate him to get stronger? Like, he could just keep growing in strength, but how will he utilize that strength if no one can?
That's probably boring.
Will he ever truly be able to have fun?
That'd be a terrible. All right. I watched part 1 and 2 of that. What if Goku had Frieza's potential? So let me know how y'all feel about it down below. You want me to continue the story? You know what I'm saying? Show me some love. You know what I'm saying? And so I say show me some love. Show the video some love, whatever. And then let me know what else. What other story you want me to watch, man? Let me know. And if you like my reaction, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.